We made it!
Yes!
We actually turned up early because we thought it's actually right now. You're just watching last week's vlog. It's 8 p.m. Thursday night.
So we've just had the question, is our gas switched off?
Yeah.
So they like to pull you to one side and scare you a little bit to do that.
You're going to get searched.
So now I've got to go again to get the passport bit. So they've just a thank you.
I didn't even bother looking.
Nope.
Wow.
Literally just waved me through. Off you pop.
Off you pop. Going to France? Yeah, please do.
So yay, that's it.
I'm thinking now what Louise told Em.
What did she say?
I'm tall, I'm fat, I'm wide, I'm heavy. A little tip for this as well, when you are coming on, don't follow the car in front too closely, because if they go into a carriage and you won't fit, you're going to have to back up with everyone behind you.
And we've been behind someone who's done that,
Yeah.
and they've had to back up, and that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the sat-nav thinks we're getting on a ferry.
Ferry. Yeah.
She keeps telling us, take the ferry.
Take it.
Take it.
Take it. So yeah, always leave at least a car's length.
Yep. Because then you can see above
So
as
if
well, you can
get
see the
through,
lights.
Stop. So say like now, you can see the traffic stopping in front.
You can see the brake lights, so just make sure there's enough room for
So
you.
make sure you can get on, and then wait so you don't get stuck in the middle, because someone's done that once and that's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, and they were right in front of us. So you can see I've got him stopping there. I see the flashing lights ahead because they're closing these doors here. And so you can get my finger in. These doors here close and close off this compartment and make each one fireproof with the doors in between. So yeah, this guy's going to get chocked so he doesn't roll backwards, and then he's going to go and do the doors. And then once these close, there's a roller shutter blind that comes down the middle.
Ooh, we're on tunnel, and we can't get out because of COVID and blah blah blah. Please stay in your vehicle, don't get out. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here, and then hopefully in half an hour we'll be in France. Baby.
Hey, we're in France! We made it! It's 10 o'clock at night! Woo!
It's a long train there, it took an hour and a half.
What's so funny? What's so funny?
Drive on the right.
Yes, John.
Drive on the right.
Drive on the right. Drive on the right. And that's how big Eurotunnel is. Look at it. It's massive.
That's what she said.
There you are, Daz. First, that's what she said in France.
So, why do we love the French airs? I mean, this is extreme, but this is where we do love them. There's a guy out there jet washing, where you get your water from and all the bins and everything else.
And the toilet emptying.
And the toilet emptying spot and everything like that. Morning.
Good morning.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
I've just had breakfast of champions. Oh yes.
Tarts.
Mandy's had her breakfast of champions.
Coffee.
And you're replying to all our lovely people.
I am. I'm going through the comments on the video. So thank you anyone who's left us a comment on there. I get to answer each one of you. And yeah, and I posted on Instagram. Get me.
Cheeky. And obviously Cooper's gone, don't forget me, I'm in France as well. Bonjour. He's been out for a French toilet trip already.
Hey. Oui, oui. Oui, oui. I'm coming from Scotland. Oui, oui, oui.
Oui, oui, oui. Now we're just deciding what we're going to do today, because around the corner we've got a statue of Napoleon to look at.
It's on a column.
A column. A British war cemetery.
Yes.
And an Intermarché for a bit of
super
French food. Right, for everyone who's stopped on an air before, this is probably going to be a bit boring. For everyone who hasn't, hopefully you'll find this interesting. But this is our first stop. We've been to this air before, so we thought, you know what, we'll just nip over the tunnel. Considering this morning we were supposed to be setting off, we chanced our luck and we got to the tunnel crossing last night, ready to park in the car park, and it said, oh no, you can cross now for free if you want. So we've been here the night already. So yeah, got a bit of a head start. But anyway, here's a bit of a tour of this particular air for camping cars, as they call it, motorhomes, camper vans. And yeah, really good, exactly what you need. Very basic, but perfect, every service that you need. And in this scenario, like I say, we stayed here before. Last time it was free. This time it was a few euros. I think it was €7. But given the fact that we arrived here at just past 10 o'clock at night, we thought just pay the €7. It does mean that we got the option now to get water, empty the toilet. We could have got electric as well if we wanted to, but obviously we don't need any of that. We're at 100% when we arrived through the driving of everything yesterday. Nice supermarket with a nice view. And the things you get inside a French supermarket are much tastier than some of the things you get inside an English supermarket. Can't wait. Nom 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 nom.
So, this is our first haul from being in France. So, we've got all of our favourite things. Mandy likes these. Got some shandy in a tin. Look, with reblochon, pomme de terre, jambon, de dinde. So that's turkey, ham, potatoes and reblochon cheese, which is what they use in tartiflette, which is amazing. Chicken cordon bleu. Cheese, ham. If you like ham and cheese, you'll figure this out. Everything has ham and cheese in it. And croissants with ham and cheese. Then, gnocchi with ham and cheese. Gnocchi with just cheese. We have one baguette. Of course, best crisps in the world. Oh, oh. And we did get some vegetables, but we got some salad things and some mushrooms and some chocolate waffles, because who doesn't like chocolate waffles? How's that for a haul, babe?
Love it.
Are good enough?
Oh yeah, can't wait for all that yumminess.
You know what the worst thing's going to be now?
Choosing which one to eat first.
Yes, choosing what to eat first.
There's the van all parked up. Nelson's column. And then me and Koopy. Hi buddy, come on this way. Come on. Going down this nice little avenue. And it is an avenue because it's in France and it's got trees.
I'm thinking of the places where I will never go. They belong to another goal. Yeah, but I can see all the faces in my mind. They start to show and tell me to keep moving on. I'm scared of the horizon, 'cause I don't know what it's hiding for us. I'm lost.
So we've jumped down the coast a little bit. We didn't want to do a lot of driving today, so it's been about an hour from where we were, and got some lovely sea views as well, but it's pretty darn windy, so maybe we'll find a different park up for tomorrow night, somewhere further away from the beach, even though I've got quite a nice park up for tomorrow planned out.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how that one goes out. But staying off obviously the motorways and N roads as much as possible, certainly the A roads, and no tolls or anything like that. It's quite a nice little drive over, wasn't it?
It was a lovely drive. We drove through Boulogne-sur-Mer, which we've never been through before. We didn't stop, but I didn't realise it was a medieval city with that big cathedral thing in the middle of it. It was absolutely beautiful.
Big cathedral thing.
Big cathedral thing. That's its proper name. Whatever everybody else calls it is wrong. That's its proper name. But no, it's been a lovely drive. We've been through all sorts of different types of areas, and then some it's like being back in Scotland again. It's funny.
Really nice.
But no, I've missed France.
Yes, it's very nice. It's very different, and I know it's weird to say just driving around and it's people's houses or places of businesses, but I just think it is a nicer place to drive around.
And even the French motorhomes have been waving at us, which has been lovely, because they didn't do that earlier in the year, did they?
No.
So that's been absolutely wonderful.
So me and Coop have just been out for a little morning walk, and yeah, lovely nice beach going on there, bit of beach action. There's loads of campers, considering this area isn't designated or anything like that. Loads of campers, no one bothered us. The worst thing last night was the noise of the sea and the wind. It got up to 30-40 mile an hour gusts. And it means there's a storm coming. Yeah, there's warnings of 62 miles an hour gusts of wind or something like that. So we're going to get the fluff out of here and hopefully go a bit more inland or further down the coast.
Yeah, there was no signs anywhere for how much distance you needed to keep between people. Nothing, just literally that you have to wear a mask. Everybody was giving you space though. So, and considering that was a medium-sized supermarket, it wasn't one of the little express ones, was it? It was the next size up. It wasn't massive, and there must have been 10, maybe 15 people with the staff in there. So there was bags of room. There was no problem with anything. So and we've got everything we needed, and probably some surprise things.
Some snacks too.
They're the perfect sizes. Then if we can find them that size as we're going along, then we can stay. I mean, I do love the big ones. I do.
That's what she said.
But yeah, I think for safety's sake, it'd be good to keep to the smaller ones.
Yeah. We did try and learn That's What She Said in French, but it's quite difficult. So go on. That's What She Said is.
So That's What She Said in French is Qu'est-ce qu'elle a dit?
Qu'est-ce qu'elle a dit?
Qu'est-ce qu'elle a dit? So if I do the... Good. Let's get some...
C'est ce qu'elle a dit.
C'est ce qu'elle a dit.
C'est ce qu'elle a dit.
And if you read it, it makes more sense. Yeah?
I'm not convinced it sounds the same as That's What She Said.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle a dit?
So, deep in a French forest, I'll put the What 3 Words location on the screen now. We found this V1 launch site. Obviously German V1 rockets bombarded London, and according to the stats up there, over 3,000 were launched from this site, mostly on London.
Tout ça là.
Ah oui.
C'est moi.
Ah.
Merci beaucoup. That was really cool, wasn't it?
Oh, how cool.
That guy actually lived here and then has worked here to restore this place as well.
Yep, he's been to England to pick up this...
it was made in Duxford, or reproduced, or
fixed
or whatever in Duxford. And when he was younger, he saw it being fired from here as well.
Yep.
And they've been all kind of...
Looks like it's been on the telly. He showed us pictures of him working on the land and showing the schools around. I think he's called Raphael.
Yeah, Raphael.
And amazing bloke. And he's just stopping people in the car park and showing them all of the pictures and everything that he's got and the plans. And and things which you will be able to see because we took some photos.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's brilliant. So,
But
can
yeah,
have a look round.
unbelievable. That's a lovely bit of living history. I love it.
Love that.
You're up in the sky, I'll carry you home, home to the mountaineers. And soon, my friend, you'll see them again, the ones you left behind, the ones you left behind. And I'll sing for you all the way home. But why does it feel like home isn't home? I've been in this war too long. It's in the air that I breathe, oh, it's in the trees. It shivers down my spine. It shivers down my spine. I just sing my song as I walk through the gate. And there she stands just like before, but she doesn't look the same. The fear in her eyes, I've seen it before, and she can't recall my name. No, she can't recall my name. And so I sing to her as I fall on.
So we spent last night at this marina in Honfleur. Hope I'm saying that right. And yeah, there are hundreds of vans here. Really packed. It was a really bad storm last night, so I'm guessing most people wanted to weather the storm by staying here. So funny on the electric there, because we've spotted about maybe 16 or 18 connections on that so far, and everyone's doing extension lead on extension lead on extension lead, because it's free electric here. It's part of what you've paid for, but it's just really funny to see how blasé they are about the electric and hookup, because all it takes is for one of them to put on something mega and it'll trip it out for everyone.
And it's a 5 amp hookup.
It's 5 amp.
5 amps.
Wow, and you've got all these vans trying to charge the batteries or whatever they're trying to do off 5 amps, watch the telly. It's crazy. Just on our way to Honfleur now.
Why?
And Mandy says it's lovely buildings, a bit like Amsterdamish.
Yeah, right in the front, because they're all tall individual houses that are all a bit skewy.
Okay,
So
I'll
yeah.
give it a try. But it's been a nice day today after the weather last night.
Oh crikey, we were blown around like I don't know what last
And
night.
rain like I've never heard in my life. Morning.
Morning, Coop.
Kit, were you fast asleep with the rain? Were you? Oh, poor Coopy got woken by the rain in the night and had to come up to sleep with Mummy and Daddy because he was so scared.
It was horrible in the night though, it proper hammered down, didn't it?
Oh. Yeah, you can hear the wind. Just not nice. I think we need to go and find nicer weather.
I think so too, as much as I love northern France. Can't
Yeah.
see it because of the rain.
We've had
So
3 days of this.
yeah.
Look at this lovely little spot. Lakeside. Lovely trees, lovely colours. Even a little rainbow there. It's obviously still kind of like, you know, reminding us that we haven't left the rain just yet. But I tell you what, we've left the wind.
So there's the van. Don't know if you can see it. All stealthy like. Don't know what the buildings are behind us. Looks like a little housing estate really. But then you've got this lovely lake. There's a play park over there. Lovely path all the way around. This exercise equipment everywhere. So Mandy's brain goes, should we have a go at this in the morning? Run round the lake? Do some sit-ups? Answers on a postcard when you think that's going to happen. Well, that looks like a fun thing to play. This is like limbering up. So you limber up for it, and if you're good, you get to assouplissement de tronc. That's not what it's called in my van. One of the strangest things I'm finding is that I found this park up, and I'm normally a rubbish at finding park ups. So, oh no, look, at a crossroads. Do we go that way? Or do we go that way? I'll go this way. Yeah, and I'm normally really rubbish. I'll normally miss something really obvious, like that there's a height barrier, or that it's in the middle of a very, very busy, lots and lots of kids about type of place. But finding somewhere that's got this lovely place to walk around. I mean, there's lots and lots of gym equipment. I don't know if any of it's going to get used by us. But it's beautiful. I mean, you got all these trees and all this space and the little lake and everything that you can walk all the way around. Although saying that, if you have a dog that's a bit of a banana, let's say like ours is, keep them on a short lead because there's electrified fences, because there's horses in the fields either side. So yeah, but yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. I'm well impressed with it. So me and QB have had a nice big walk around while John edits Van Chat Tuesday, and we'll go and get him some tea, because it's your tea time, isn't it, buddy? And see what I can get up to while John's editing. Should I write a blog? I don't know. Should I cook something? Maybe. We'll soon see. Uh-oh, the scales are out. What decision do you think we made here then? So we have butter, sugar, flour, apples, sultanas, cinnamon. Ooh, what do we think it might be? I have my Reynolds wrap. This stuff. Mother-in-law gave me this stuff. It's actually from America, and it's the best thing in the whole wide world for using for everything, so nothing sticks to anything, and you can bake with it and you can wrap things in it, and it's just wonderful. So get some of that. So what am I doing, babe? See John editing, earphones in, nothing going on. Hey babe, would you like an apple pie? Oh, I'd love an apple pie, man. Ta. I'll make you an apple pie then while you're busy working. Okie dokie. Bye. So now I've got 75 grams of cold butter and 150 grams of plain flour. If you're making short crust pastry, it's just a case of doing 50% fat to flour. So you can use that ratio if ever you're going to add things to it. I'm going to rub it together until it resembles breadcrumbs, which is a good old apple crumble thing my mum used to tell me. And then once they're breadcrumby, I am going to add 50 grams of sugar. So that's all rubbed in nicely. Got a lovely breadcrumb texture there. So now I'm going to add the 50 grams of sugar and just a pinch of salt. I don't have any salt. It's not in a grinder, so I'm just going to grind some salt in there to work that through. And then I'm going to add an egg yolk and mix that up and see if that's enough. If it's not enough, then I will put a little bit of water in there as well. So the egg yolk's in. And I've got to mix that up now and see what kind of texture it is. If it's too dry to roll out, I'll need to add a little bit of water. So we'll see how that goes with the mixing. There's it's not a dry dough at all. It's really quite squishy and soft. So I reckon we don't need any water in there, which is good, because believe it or not, water can dry out your pastry. So I'm going to wrap this in some Reynolds wrap and chuck it in the fridge and I'm going to get going on my pie filling. So for the filling of the pie, it's nice and simple, and obviously you can put whatever you like in. Blackberries, blueberries, pears, apples, whatever you want. I've gone for 2 apples. They were going off, so I figured that instead of just sitting and eating them, I will put them in a pie and make them unhealthy instead of being really healthy. So I've just chopped them up into small bits because I'm not going to pre-cook them. I'm just going to let them cook down in the pastry so they don't go too soggy and runny. And then I have put in some sultanas. Not raisins, because I've only got sultanas in. So I've just chucked a load of them in, and then I've put some light soft brown sugar to mix it and coat it all up, so that will sweeten the mix a little bit. And then a decent amount of cinnamon, because who doesn't like cinnamon? So I'm going to stir all that up together and let it sit while the pastry's cooling in the fridge. I've got to give that about another 20-25 minutes. I think about 40 minutes is a good amount to get it nice and solid. That just basically means that it will roll out nicely and it won't start breaking to pieces, and you won't get big holes in it because it's a bit cooler when it goes in. So yeah, we'll just get this all mixed up and then give it a bit of a wait. So the pastry's just come out of the freezer, so I'm going to split that in 2, roll it out, and use half of the bottom. I'm going to use one of my enamel plates to bake it in, because we like a nice shallow apple pie and not too deep. So I'm going to roll out, split it in half, obviously put half at the bottom, fill it with the apple pie filling, and then put the other half on the top and put a little bit of holes and sugar and things you'll hopefully see as we go. So there we go, it's going in now, all tidied up around the edges. We're making this bit here into an uneven road, look, uneven road, so the new tyres can handle it. Right, it's done. Well, at least I think it's done. You have to watch that. It nearly caught a little bit. And I am very, very happy that I didn't set fire to anything, because I put paper in a gas oven without trimming the edges off, which is always a smart thing to do, no doubt. So, yeah, we're going to just let this cool for a little bit, and then I'm going to stuff it into John's face and see what he thinks. So, are we ready to eat?
Yeah, that's cool.
Le pie!
Le pie with the motorhome and the JMOT.
Le camping-car.
Le camping-car. So, am I going to do him first? Obviously, we live in a van. There's no point wasting plates.
No, we're not doing any plates or anything. We're literally diving.
Yeah, we got no ice cream or cream or anything like that. So, yeah, we're just going to...
We're just digging in.
I don't want to ruin... I'm going to have J then.
Eat your J.
Eat my J. Eat my JJ.
Smaller mouthful would have been a really good idea. Good. Sounds crispy.
So, apple, yep. Sultanas, yep. Cinnamon I'm getting in there maybe as well. But yeah, the crust and everything is really crispy.
It sounded really lovely nice. Crispy.
It really is.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, you want to...
Oi, watch out, it's really hot still. Cool, right, that's us digging in for supper. So, I know I made this.
Yeah.
But that's freaking amazing. Because that pastry is so thin, it just melts in your mouth. And then there's the crispy bits around the edges.
The grease-proof paper's quite tasty too.
Yeah, John has some grease-proof paper. Yeah. Nope, no.
Yeah, grease-proof paper's quite good.
Honestly, it's sweet, flavourful with the cinnamon. The apple did not need pre-cooking. I really was worried about whether I should have cooked up the apple and everything first and made it all sloppy. But it didn't need it. The apple's perfectly, it's firm, isn't it? And I'm impressed. And I'm not the biggest apple pie fan, but someone is.
I love me some apple pie.
Right, get eating them.
Yep. See ya. Morning.
How you doing?
All right.
Good.
Nice little park you found us, isn't it?
I know!
I think it's got to be a first for you.
To find such a good one.
Yeah. I mean, it's rainy, grey day again, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can't help that bit.
I know. But it's a lovely little forest. with a lake and everything like that. You had a walk around with Cooper last night when you were around here, and it was when we arrived, and it was quite nice, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, there was a couple of guys running around the lake, but there's also little bits of exercise equipment all the way around, which was not used this morning, just in case anybody follows on from the little blog I did last night as I was walking around. No, there was none of that this morning. But yeah, loads of space. And then when we were out last night doing Cooper's last wee-wee, all you could hear were owls, and we reckon there was a deer as well somewhere, because it's, even though there may be some things quite close by, it's a tiny little hamlet type of town, isn't it? But there's woodland and trees and stuff just at the back there. They're absolutely beautiful. Love it.
Cooper's waiting for his brekkie.
Staring at the empty bowl. Here we keep
Come on, mummy. Breakfast, mummy.
Yeah.
Where's my breakfast? Hey. We're here to serve the Cooper.
Oh, of course. Of course. And the place still smells like apple pie because
Oh man, that apple pie was epic though.
I was a lazy so-and-so last night and then just left everything.
Oh yeah, look at all the mess, Mandy. Oh my gosh.
Shush.
Right, let's get on with morning. Get on with some Cooper breakfast.
Cooper breakfast. Yay! This is what you call contactless getting bread for €1. I got bread. That is the coolest thing ever.
So, I woke up this morning in quite a good mood really, and then I saw that water, and then that is deep water in the footwell of the van. So somewhere we've got a leak in the door, and it was raining quite a lot last night, and it appears that all that footwell is now full of water. Yay!
Well, look at that. And if you're wondering what that noise is, it's the water running off our mat.
So somehow the door seal isn't sealing.
Yeah.
It's letting in water. Looks like it's just been pooling in through there.
Well, this is a good one for the list of things you didn't think you were having to do this morning.
I know.
At least you made me a coffee first. Priorities and all.
I thought today's troubles would be from Macron.
Yeah.
So we've just driven through Brantome and then parked, well, in the kind of turning area of the little motorhome spot.
The air that's just outside of Brantome, yeah.
And in all fairness, there's two things in our mind right now. The weather is still dire. We obviously woke up this morning and found that puddle in the footwell and that, so we just want nice weather. We've obviously got this overwhelming worry about Macron tonight.
Yeah, what he's going to say.
What he's going to do in France and everything. We're heading for Spain. 9.5 hours to get to Spain, and what's the 6 hours on the tolls? To be honest with you, by 8 PM tonight when Macron announces his stuff, it might be that toll road money pays for itself.
Yeah, it pays for itself, so that's...
into Spain.
It seems weird, we're kind of going against the grain, going further away from the UK. We had a good old chat about this last night. But then we figured that we should do where we can. We're still being very careful. We're not going to big areas. I mean, we found Honfleur to be too busy the other day, and that is tiny. So
Please drive to highlighted route.
there we go. So yeah, we are taking it easy and staying away from everybody else. So we're just going to find a little supermarket so we can just stock up on some stuff, just in case, and
just get going.
And then if we do have to come home from Spain, we have to come home from Spain. That is just the way it is. But for now, we feel like as we can still go to Spain and people are still allowed to travel in Spain,
and the weather's better,
and the weather is better in Spain, that's where we're going to go. And hopefully all of this will calm down and we can stay out there, and then we'll do France on the way back and go and see all our favourite places again.
Right, let's go then.
Let's go.
You will be the last one to think about. The last one to think about.
This is where we've got to in Spain. Little village I guess fishing village, something like that. Just in the Costa Brava. There was just a little car park we could use overnight. No services or anything like that. But it was just to get somewhere in Spain. So yeah, the whole idea is that we were just getting out of the way of France. We could tell that there was an imminent lockdown. Things were not looking good. So big day travelling yesterday.
Hell of a day.
6 hours or something, 7 hours I think it was in total. I got to where we are now, is it Port de something?
Port de la Silva or something like that.
Something like that in Spain.
Which is actually the same place we stopped for the first time when we travelled over with Greg and Lou.
Yeah.
But we figured that we knew it was a big car park. The police told us to park there last
so it's
time.
official.
So we knew that we'd be okay and there would be no problem with us turning up when it was dark. So that was kind of a given. So we literally just pulled up, took Coop for a walk, which was just in time for curfew to kick in. I think, his last walk was just in time for curfew to kick in. And then we hunkered down and then woke up this morning. Yeah,
we've had to move because some local person decided to light half of his land on fire.
Burn everything. And we're like, this morning it's like, is the van on fire?
So we've moved a little bit to basically just get away from that, and then it's editing time now.
It's editing time.
I would like to say, first of all, thank you for all the messages of concern about what was going to happen in France, and also since the news come out.
Yes, thank you very much. It's lovely to know that everyone's looking out for us.
Yeah, and to all the people who were negative, saying you shouldn't be travelling a pandemic and spreading the virus, we are virus free. We are healthy. We don't go into big places or anything like that, so we're not spreading the virus. We don't have the virus to spread.
Yes, and just want to add in there, thank you for calling us thick, inconsiderate, selfish, all of the wonderful things like
Only
that.
doing it for content. No, we live in our van. It's not a holiday. You're in your house.
We're going to be locked down wherever we are. So we're still careful wherever we are.
Why not get locked down in the sun in places that are really set up for motorhomes and camper vans, rather than England, which we found out last time has a bloody hatred of us.
Yes.
So
why wouldn't you?
There you go.
And that's the thing. And I understand that people are angry and people are a bit scared and upset and everything, and I get that completely. But there's no need for name calling.
Right. So I'm going to get on with editing now.
And I'm going to go for a lovely walk, because I found a lovely little coastal path right in front of the van, and somebody with 4 legs and...
Look at him. Hiya. What are you doing?
I'll come down now. Can I come down now?
What are you doing? You're doing something?
Yeah. So because he is such a legend...
Yeah, he was a good boy yesterday.
Yeah, we're going to go and hit up some walking trails today before it gets too warm, because it's already 16 degrees.
Shh, they'll get annoyed with us.
Sorry.
Right then. We'll catch you next week.
Yep. Take care, guys.
See you later.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.